I believe we do have a special guest. I guess we can move forward and let our special guest introduce himself, Alex. Alex
Okay,
Valasidis, would
so
you
thank
mind?
you very much. Let me open my, I have a light so that you can see me better. I think, I don't know how visually good I am on the screen. So my name is Alex Valasidis. I'm an expert sales consultant. I am the head of vParagon, which is a sales outsourcing agency. We are quite established in Europe. And what we do is we help companies, mainly software companies, sell their products, services, and software in new markets. We are a B2B dedicated agency. We don't do consumer calls. We don't do commercial calls. It's only business calls. So I would like to speak today to give you like a small idea of how lead identification looks like. I would like to share my screen if that is possible. The first step to start selling something, right, is to recognize to whom you want to sell the products or the services that you have. And that might not be, most of the times, this is a quite straightforward case. It's a quite simple process because if you are targeting smaller or even medium-sized organizations, then very fast you can understand, very easy you can tell who is the man in charge or the woman in charge that yeah. So it is most of the times a quite simple and straightforward process. Things, however, become a little bit more complicated, and they become more complicated when the size of the organizations that you are targeting, it's at the corporate level. So when you need to find the persons that you need to talk to in big corporations where you have thousands of players, then things become more complicated. And specifically in the software industry, they become even more complicated. So what is the challenge? The challenge is to conceive the strategy on how to create the maturity for a meaningful conversation with the right people. What do I want to say with that? So bring in your mind, like you have the complex software solution that you want to sell in a big corporation at the level of Lufthansa, for example, at the level of Volvo Cars, at the level of Procter & Gamble. You actually know since the beginning who is the ultimate decision maker. You know that. But my question to you is, do you really want to call him straightforward to talk with this person? I don't think it's a very good idea. And it is not a very good idea for various reasons. So the number one reason why you don't want to do that is that a conversation to be effective, it needs a degree of maturity to arrive at this level. It's not a do or die call. So if you call this guy straightforward, he doesn't know you, he doesn't know who you are, what are you talking about, you risk of getting a no. And that is a very crucial no, because if you're going to get a no from him, that's the final no. There is no other person higher than him that you can go and ask for your solution. So you don't want to hear that no at this time. The second thing is that you need to keep in your mind is you don't call a commercial company, right? You call, let's say, Procter & Gamble. You want to speak with the CTO of Procter & Gamble. This person, he's not the owner of a commercial trading company that is what he does. He expects people to call him, and even if you are not very well prepared, then he's going to divert you to another person and you're going to start having a conversation. This person it's a scientist, it's somebody that does a specific work within the organization, a work that is not strictly commercial, and he doesn't want to speak to you. So you don't want to contact directly this person because you lack the maturity of addressing um, this person. So how will you approach what you need to do in order to sell your product, to sell your software in this big organization? Is what I call the court of the king. So kings in the previous times, they used to have a court of people that surrounded them. So at the beginning, in the center, there are the ultimate decision makers that you want to talk to. Those are the guys that are going to put either their signature or the guys that are going to authorize the budget to pay for your solutions are the guys that they are going to say the final yes. You know who these people are, but you don't want initially to talk to these people. If the organization was a small organization, then that would be the only option. But now you have more options. You have what I call the inner circle. So let's say we want to sell a solution that regards mainframe modernization. That is a specific solution that modernizes the mainframe that many big corporations have. So it's a very specific product. It's a very expensive product, right? So you want to talk actually to the inner circle of the ultimate decision makers. That can be the director of application modernization, the IT infrastructure director, the head of cloud transformation, maybe an enterprise architect or the IT transformation director. Those are the people, they are not the ultimate decision makers, but they are the actual decision makers. You would like to have those guys on the call first for many reasons. Because first of all, they are more relevant to what you want to sell. Secondly, if you hear a no from the head of cloud transformation, you still have another 5, 6 titles within the organization that you can call and pitch your product. So their no, it's not a final no. Thirdly, they will introduce you to the final decision makers. Selling a complex product to a big organization, it's a long process. It takes time. Communication needs maturity. So you need to create rapport with these people. You need to make a discovery call, have an online presentation, send them information. If everything goes good, then you might have a proof of concept, which after those communication attempts and processes, then a secondary or third meeting with the big boys is going to take place that is going to lead to you selling the product. This is the inner circle, very important people, actually the most important people. But there is also an outer circle. Who is on the outer circle? Other roles, less important. Lead software engineer, infrastructure architect, IT operations manager, application modernization engineer. Those guys in a big organization, they're going to be hundreds of those people, hundreds. Now, are those people important? They are not important in terms that they are going to take a decision for your product, but they are important for the reason that they will introduce you to the people that matter, and they will help you identify who is who in this organization. So one thing is that you call the head of cloud transformation and you call him out of the blue. And another thing is you call him and you tell him, I spoke with Mr. John Miller the other day, which is the IT operations manager. He knows you and he told me to call you because you are the one in charge regarding mainframe modernization. So since we are here on a platform that is very much AI related, let me tell you that what you can do is you can ask ChatGPT. I created a prompt here that was very helpful. You are making a research on Sales Navigator. You want to identify the relevant players within big corporations regarding mainframe modernization. I want you to list the relevant titles and categorize them in 3 categories. The most important category will be the ultimate decision makers, such as the CTO, the CFO, the CEO, while categories number 2 and 3 will be the titles closer to them regarding the topic, right? So, and ChatGPT comes here and gives you the answers. Category 1, category 2, category 3. So now you know which are the titles of interest. So what you need to do is you need to go to Sales Navigator. You need to put the titles that you found here. And if we take like a big organization, so I took a big organization, let us take a really big organization. Let's take HSBC, right? HSBC is a huge organization. These titles in HSBC bring over 1,000 results. That's not exactly what I would call a narrow search, no? So that's a very broad search. You don't want to have 1,000 results. But let me tell you here one trick that is of high importance. So go and Google, where are the headquarters of the organization that you want to target? In our case, they are in London, United Kingdom. So if you do so, and you go on Sales Navigator and you put the geography, you put London, then you will see that you narrow down the results that you find. And now you have 186 players. 186 players, it's a good number. Why is that so important? Because if you have a big corporate, the guys that matter most of the times are also in the location where the headquarters of the company are. So if you are calling Volkswagen, they will sit in Germany, I'm telling you. They don't sit in India, nor in Brazil, nor in Mexico, right? So have that in your mind. Let me return, please, on my PowerPoint. And I want to go to the other to the indicators of gravity. So how you will choose. So we have, in the case of HSBC, we found 186 potential prospects, right? One is the title. What is the title, right? The second one, where is he located? So we want them to be located in the country where the headquarters of the company are. Now, some other indicators of gravity. I'm talking about indicators because in sales, there is no, sales are not math. You need to follow your gut feeling. So how long does he work in the company? So if you have somebody that you see he started like 5 months ago, obviously he's not going to be so good network in the company as somebody that works there for the last 25 years, right? So how long does he work in the company? How old is he? Are you talking to somebody that is 22 years old? Most probably he's not the right person, right? You want to speak with somebody more senior. He's going to have more answers for you. What is the general impression that you have from his LinkedIn profile? Does he have a photo in his LinkedIn profile? He posted something. How many connections he has? That gives you an idea with whom you are going to talk to. Now, let me tell you some practical steps on how you can approach those guys. And let me start with the first one, that it's send a marketing email. I'm not a believer on emailing. I don't believe you can send emails and sell stuff. Emails do not work. Trust me. But emails are very useful. Why they're very useful? They are very useful because by sending an email, you can, first of all, you might receive occasionally an email that says, oh, wow, that sounds very interesting. Let's have a call. Very seldom is going to happen that. But what you will get from the emails is you're going to get automated responses. The automated responses possibly are going to guide you to the person that you want to speak with a reference. So I am on maternity leave. Please contact my colleague, Mr. Anna Smith. Her telephone number is this. So you will call Anna on behalf of the person that you received the email, and you're going to explain to her exactly what you want to do. A second point of importance for the emails is that you can check who opened the email and who clicked on the email. So the emails, let me give you, I mean, we can have this presentation now for a very long time, but I know we are running short of time. So the email should be short, to the point, have one call to action, and they should have one clickable link in them, on them. So you can see who opened the email, but you can also see who clicked the email. And the ones that clicked the email, that's an indication of interest. So the email serves many, many purposes. So send a marketing email and monitor the responses that you will get, and monitor who opened the email and who clicked on the email. Now, there is one tool that you need to have I mean, it's obligatory. You cannot do sales without this tool. That's Sales Navigator. That is one thing. Another very useful tool is the tool Lusha. Lusha, it's a tool that helps you find the corporate mobile telephone numbers or the office telephone numbers. It's quite accurate. It has an accuracy, I would say, maybe 60% accuracy, 70% accuracy. So you will call the CTO of the company on his mobile telephone number, and you will find this telephone number in Lusha. Lusha is a great tool. So take advantage of the opportunity, subscribe in Lusha. Each of the Sales Navigator and Lusha, they are around $100 something per month, but it's really worth it. Trust me. Create a LinkedIn outreach campaign. I use Dripify in parallel. I'm a little bit, that might be not the most crucial step, because it moves like in a slow rate. You have 60, 70 messages per week, it sends, so not too many, but it can help. And what I want to say is, yes, I told you to start with the periphery, but don't overdo it in the periphery. If you see you don't move forward, start gradually going for the head. And ultimately, if you don't go nowhere, go and call the head. Because you might get no for an answer, you might get a yes. If you don't call him, it's going to be certainly. I hope you found value on what I said. I'm open to have questions.
Thank you so much, Alex. We're going to Mark Glixman. He would like to speak with you for a bit and introduce himself. So, Mark Glixman.
Hey Tarsha, thank you so much for that warm introduction. And Alex, that was a very thorough presentation. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Mark.
A lot of interesting marketing materials there. I actually have a background in marketing myself. I'm one of the co-founders here at EVU. I've looked at EleView for, I want to say, probably 4 or 5 months now, and it's been like a side burner on like my mind for a while. My vision for EleView has been relatively simple. It's a POC. We prove the concept. If we can get a proof of concept on all of you, any investor will be happy to throw money in. And I'll give you an example. I'm sitting here in a hospital right now, and I'm looking out at this beautiful view. I'm going to share it with you guys. And what do you see? Well, I'll tell you what you don't see. Aside from the UPMC building over there, which is out there in the view, and the FNB building and the KNO Gates building, you don't see any advertisements. And the reason for that is because nobody's taking the time. I mean, there's a little one down there. If you go look, you can kind of see there's a little sign over there. But the point I'm trying to make is that nobody's really taking the time to do what we're trying to accomplish. And what that is giving people tools that didn't exist before, creating a space of value where there is no value. And that's a very strong thing to do in the business world. If we can create value where there is no value, you've essentially printed money. We've gone to the bank and we've broken the mint. And there are some regulations and stringencies that we have to jump through. And obviously, me and Michael Anderson actually discussed some of those hoops probably 3 months back. I see your face on there. Hey, Michael, it's good to see you, man. And we had some conversations about that. And Mark Noble, you might know him, guy in Miami. But every single one of these guys told me the same thing. And it's, I have buildings. I think it's a great idea. Let's do it. Like, why not? I have nothing to lose. I know half of the real estate owners from 13th Avenue. 13th Avenue is the biggest foot traffic area in the Jewish world. It's the Mecca. It's literally like, you have more foot traffic on 13th Avenue than anywhere else I can think of at a hyper niche market that pays a shitload of money for advertising. Mind you, nobody is going to pay as much for advertising as some wig salon targeting hyper rich Jewish women for their $4,000 wigs, or as some Grand Sterling on 13th Avenue targeting bar mitzvah gifts for sterling silver goblets or sterling silver menorahs for Hanukkah. These people are willing to pay crazy affiliate fees and crazy advertising fees, and for them to have a new revenue tool, a revenue model, which is why, and I'm going to stick with it. 4 months ago or 5 months ago, I said it, and I'll say it again today. I truly believe that all we need to do is build a very, very small proof of concept. And now that we have such a wide team and such a strong breadth of talent within our network, I'm talking about from the AI creatives to the developers to the designers to people in sales and actual boots on the ground. I mean, heck, I just drove in from New York City. I'm driving back there tomorrow morning. I was in 13th Avenue. I was literally on 13th Avenue for an investor meeting 2 nights ago, and I'm walking up the block looking around, and I'm just like, holy shit, there's so much opportunity here. It's screaming of opportunity. And the investment for the proof of concept is now nominal. I know for a fact that Common, you're on this call, right? Just pipe up for a second if you're here.
I'm here.
I hope he's on there. Yeah, so I've seen Common Moshe over the past 2-3 months build websites in 35 minutes that are usable, viable, and ready to lift. I've seen him put together programs and apps and AI stitches together in 3 or 4 hours. We've been able to build agents. The things the things that he's capable of with his team is dumbfounding. So to finish the app is not a question. We can get that done today. I know that we can get that done tomorrow. The real question, and I think this is more on Mark and potentially on Michael Anderson and potentially on Tarsha and on Stu and on the people that are on the boots on the ground. And I'm more than happy to I'll roll up my sleeves with you guys. I'll do it together. But is to figure out who's buying the first 5 or 6 signs, ordering them from Alibaba or China or Amazon or the viral sign guy, and putting them up on the freaking walls of 13th Avenue. So we have a couple buildings with them up so that somebody can literally go on the app and see the first 5 locations or 7 locations are up. They're running. We can show that there's a business model. We can show how the revenue streams. We can have 5 customers that we'll give a really good deal to start off and start running their ads on 13th Avenue. And then we'll spread from there. New York is big enough for us to spread like a cancer from. My entire speech is done. I have nothing else to pitch. I have nothing else to say other than you guys are incredible. You're legendary. Everybody here is talented. Everybody here is beautiful. I am so thankful that you're here. I'm so thankful that you're on this journey with us. And I truly believe that we're going to build something amazing. And my final vision for the company is something along the lines of so many places in America have our signage, and so many people in America have downloaded our app to run ads, whether it's a huge business that wants to run real estate ads across a network in an entire city, or it's just some guy who wants to propose to his girlfriend and put up, on one city street, just a bunch of "Will you marry me" signs for the night. I want to have the ability for literally to the point where real estate investors and politicians can hire people to put picket signs in their homes and take pictures and just show, look, I had the picture in my home for the past 7 days. I've taken a picture at 8 o'clock every morning for the past week. You see, it's there. Like the amount of applications and opportunities that LOView has are boundless and endless, and this could be a multi-billion-dollar company one day. And I truly see it that way. But it all starts with a $5,000 nominal investment in a proof of concept with a couple damn signs on some buildings. Hard stop. Take it away.
Thank you, Mark, for your insightful information. And I apologize in my introduction. I neglected to mention Mark is our president for those who don't know, just so you're aware. Next, we will have Mark Noble, who is the founder of EVU, and he will give us an idea of his vision and answer the question why. Mark, will you join us, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Um, I'm going to start off by just giving um, okay, an idea, thought, if you will. Imagine you had a friend that you had not seen in a very long time, and they are coming into the train station um, at 12:30. You can't wait to see this friend. It's been such a long time. And you get to the train station expecting the train to pull in any moment. And the train comes in. He doesn't get off. He asks, he calls friends. He goes, no, he was here, but he left yesterday. He came in last week. You got the date wrong. That's exactly how the future operates. Does the future wait? No, it doesn't wait, not for anybody. But my vision is if, just to make sure that we all understand each other, igniting innovation, which is what we're involved with, is what invigorates the future. And we could play it safe. We could have a company that develops a new kitchen appliance, or be a company that publishes books. We could be the manufacturer of coat buttons, office supplies, you name it. Could innovate a new clothing line. However, as developers and designers, computer scientists, software engineers, AI technologists, AI creators, we're standing at the forefront of the future. We truly are. And every single person here, every intern, every student, even our volunteers, is a critical part of a revolution. We're not just building apps or platforms. We're designing the next generation of technology and AI, and that's really awesome. It's very exciting, as Mark Glicksman just said. I know many of you are here as unpaid interns, and I want to be very clear. Your compensation is not measured in dollars, at least not today, but rather in experience, the equity of knowledge, and the tangible results you are creating. You're investing in yourselves and in something much bigger than any one of us. But collectively, so we have numerous incredible ventures being developed right now. We're going to showcase some of them, as you will see shortly. And we have all these unique ideas, all tackling complex problems with the power of technology and AI. And think about that for a second. We have numerous opportunities to change the way the world works. Now, this incubator is like a vessel, like an aircraft. In fact, when the whole concept of thinking craft came about, was the idea is that the way you think is your craft, is your vessel for moving from one place to the next. But an aircraft, just to use that as our example of the vessel, it needs a crew, it needs passengers, it needs a pilot, co-pilot. It needs maintenance to be done on the craft, it needs fuel. So we think of EVU as that aircraft. Each one of you team leaders, you're the pilots of your own destinations. And your crew is helping us get to our destination. And your passion is our fuel. Now, EVU is a place where ideas are tested, and particularly when we're developing technology The effort needed to conquer something new sometimes means that our weaknesses will be exposed, but that's okay. The goal is not perfection. The goal is making the sacrifices so the effort we put forth and the perseverance we struggle to sustain produces the results we've envisioned. And that's how the true strength of a company is created. And remember, none of us are competing against each other. We're only collaborating with one another to raise the level of excellence for everyone, because when one of us wins, we all win. And your diverse backgrounds and your fresh perspectives, your hunger to do something meaningful, something purposeful, and to be very successful at it, is also a big part of the fuel that powers EVU. Now, in this very, very fast-paced world of startups, the greatest asset we have is speed and passion. Because when you're unencumbered by corporate bureaucracy, we can move faster and we can be more nimble and we can respond better. That late night spent debugging the program and that extra hour brainstorming a new feature, that's where the breakthroughs happen. And that's the spirit of a startup. So in my vision, what is our vision? It's not just to finish a product. Our vision is to disrupt, redefine, and dominate our respective spaces, to bring those signs into the landscape that Mark just referred to when he showed us the picture of the Pittsburgh um, uh, through the window. We want to dominate in our respective spaces. And I want you to picture the day that your venture is mentioned in the press, not as a potential idea, but the essential tool that everyone is using. We are building solutions that will make lives easier for people, businesses smarter, and the world more connected. We're tapping into the infinite potential of AI, and we're at the beginning of it. Yes, it's been around for only 2 or 3 years. Not true. AI's been around for 20, 30 years, except now it's coalesced, and now the world is ready for it. And we have a rare opportunity to have direct hands-on impacts on a product from the ground up. And all of you in your various ventures, you're laying the foundation, and that foundation will be the girth that carries the weight of success. Because success is also a challenge. It's there's a book called The Fifth Principle that fifth principle or the fourth principle. It's a long time ago that I read it, but I'll give a better example. It's about supply chain. There's an ad. It was an IBM ad many years ago. A new startup, launches its product, and they're all excited. Everybody's sitting around and watching. Wow, they have 10 sales, 25, 50, 100, 200. 500, they're like all freaking out. 2,000, 15,000, 30,000. They're flipping out because they weren't ready. They weren't ready for the amount of success, the weight of success. So this is a very big undertaking to be part of an experimental incubator. Requires a tremendous amount of grit, a lot of strength, as most everybody who's ever been involved with a startup can tell you. But don't let the lack of salary cloud the immense value of your work. And you're gaining real world experience that will define your careers, building a network that will last a lifetime, and getting the chance to fail, break things, learn, and then succeed spectacularly, God willing. So, in closing, as you work on your ventures, I have the following suggestions. Continue to be fearless. Don't be afraid to ask the impossible questions. Contest the ordinary. Experiment with the current situation so you never have to settle for just being good enough. Your energy, your commitment, your innovative minds are not just helping this company, they are this company. This journey will have ups and downs. Business is challenging. And being an experimental incubator that's pre-revenue is even more of a challenge, as I just said. But if we maintain this level of dedication, we continue to push the boundaries of what's possible, we will not just participate in the future, we will build it. I want to thank you personally for your tireless work and your commitment to this vision. And even though it's going to be difficult, and even though it's going to be a challenge, let's aim for amazing. Let's build amazing, and together, let's continue to get amazing results. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark Noble. We really appreciate you spending the time to speak with us and give us your vision. And for everybody, that is the foundational vision, a structure for growth. But like any other structure, it needs an engine to bring it to life. And so we're going to speak with some leaders from a few of our ventures to kind of give you an idea of what it is and how you all are keeping EVU moving. So to start, I would like to bring Eleview to the table. I believe Michael is going to represent them. And Michael, you can come through and introduce yourself and it's your time to shine.
Hi, everybody. Just want to make sure I'm coming through real quick. Am I good? Okay. Guys, it is very good to be with you today. I just want to first say that I'm so grateful to be a part of the EVU community. EVU is the essence of grit, in my opinion, because it brings people together from all different backgrounds, different parts of the world, different stories, but we're united with one purpose, and that's passion. We all have passion here, and I'm so grateful to be a part of this community. And to be able to contribute how I'm able to. So what I want to do, and by the way, my name is Michael Anderson. I'm the founder and CTO of the Eleview project. Before we begin, I just want to share a quick promo video I have right here. So let's go ahead and play this real quick.
Imagine a city where every empty wall, storefront window, and rooftop becomes a powerful advertising opportunity, where your message reaches customers right where they live, work, and shop. Introducing Eleview, the seamless mobile platform that turns unused real estate into prime advertising space. For advertisers, Eleview makes it easy to discover and book the perfect locations for your campaigns, filter by neighborhood, audience, or budget, and track your results with geospatial analytics. No more guesswork, no more wasted impressions, just hyper-local, high-impact outdoor advertising at your fingertips. The outdoor ad industry is going digital, and Eleview is leading the way. Don't let your space or your brand go unnoticed. Join the Eleview revolution and turn every corner into a canvas for your message.
Awesome. Give me 1 second, guys. Just pulling up my other screen real quick, and then we'll get into the presentation. Bear with me. Okay. All right. So Eleview, what an amazing concept. Eleview really targets a $31 billion industry, and it's an untapped industry because there's unused real estate everywhere you go. I mean, whether it's a sign, a bus stop, a window of a car, a t-shirt, you name it. The potential is there um, for monetizing these spaces, and that's what we're seeking to do here at Eleview. And so, what I want to do is just take you through a quick presentation just to show you what we're about, what our vision is as a company, and really where we're heading. And so, you know, we're a part of a $31 billion market. Traditional brokers control this industry, and there's typically 40% commissions and six-figure minimums on advertising, which means that the business owners are typically blocked out of actually accessing these type of advertising spaces. If you're a small business owner and you're trying to advertise on a billboard, um, it's typically very difficult. There are barriers, there are gateways in order to access those spaces. If you own a storefront window and you want to monetize it, you're stuck with exclusive broker contracts that will eat half of your revenue. Eleview really cuts through all of the garbage with a 10% broker fee, which is unheard of in the advertising marketplace. We're offering a 10% platform fee on transactions, just so that we can build our business model and show it as a viable business model, right? And so, what if we could open it up to everybody, right? A local bakery advertises on 50 delivery bikes in their neighborhood for $100. You get paid for your empty storefront window, turning a cost into revenue. A new brand sponsors your t-shirt for a community event, right? Like this isn't science fiction. This is the untapped micro inventory market that's worth billions of dollars. And it's completely inaccessible today because the infrastructure for it simply doesn't exist. And that's what we're seeking to do at Eleview is build that infrastructure. And I'm really proud to announce today that Eleview is at a point where we are ready to onboard sellers onto the platform. So I'm extremely excited to announce that. We're ready to gather our first 50 users on the platform and start to actually sell some content. So let's break it down a little bit. The Eleview Everywhere operating system. This is a global operating system for real world advertising. It's built on two principles, radical transparency and absolute trust. So let's show you a little bit about how it works here. So for space owners, or excuse, yeah, sorry, for advertisers, I think I have the slides mixed up here. My bad. Am I missing a slide? Sorry, here we go. For advertisers, the experience is very simple. You can discover thousands of spaces on one interactive map. You can filter by location, demographics, price, and real-time availability. You can book anything from a $20 backpack campaign to a $200,000 billboard, all with one click. You can easily browse the map. You can find spaces that meet your budget, and you can put in a booking request immediately for space owners to approve and install and start doing business immediately on the platform. For space owners, this is your new revenue stream. You can list any space you own. You can list your car, your window, your delivery fleet, your billboard. You set the price, you set your availability, you're in control. And you're going to get paid automatically as soon as your ad is verified. There's no chasing invoices, no negotiating with any middleman. You just do business on the platform. You set your price, you set your installation rate. As soon as you upload your photo verification for the install, you're going to get paid. You're going to get paid immediately. And so the infrastructure is there for that. We're very excited about that. Trust is the core. And this is really what I think sets Eleview apart from a lot of its competitors, is that we are building an extensive um, uh, escrow system that protects both parties. So we're using proof of installation. We're also vetting the ads and the campaigns, as well as the spaces and business owners, all through our admin platform, before business is even possible. And what this is going to do is ensure that both the advertisers and the space owners know that they're getting a good deal. We're also going to be implementing a rating system for the space owners. So as space owners start doing business on the platform, they're going to be able to build up a personal profile. They're going to be able to become the prime space owners on the platform, and people are going to be navigated towards them. So everything is in place for that as well. So it's a really a win-win for both parties. So really our unique advantages, the 10% platform fee, right? Compared to a traditional 40% broker fee. All we do is just simply collect a 10% platform fee when the transaction is made. And that's pretty much it for early MVP. It's a unified platform, right? A single map-based marketplace, which makes discovery instant. and booking available for anybody. Proof of installation, we've covered that, right? You upload your installation photos through our messaging system, and you're gonna get securely paid. Finally, an open marketplace where there's no minimums, no gatekeepers, um, or anything like that. And so here at Eleview, we're really launching into our beta platform right now. So during phase one, our goal for the next 3 to 6 months are to get 50 verified space owners registered and onto our platform. We're going to be reaching out to local businesses, whether that's auto shops, whether that's storefronts, whether that's bus stop owners or things like that. We're going to be reaching out to these different businesses, telling them about the platform and giving them incentives through our very low 10% platform fee to get onto our platform immediately and start doing business. In the future, we want to expand and make this accessible to everybody. That's really the primary goal. We're starting safe so that we can understand the entirety of the platform and be able to build it as comprehensive and safely as we can. But then down the road, we want to be able to open that up so that anybody, so it's completely accessible for anybody to be trusted and verified and vetted on the platform with very minimal disputes. And so that's really the essence of what we're doing. And just want to reiterate that we're a smaller team right now, but we have big plans for the future. We have an amazing group, and like I said at the beginning, passion is really what's driving the force behind this entire thing. It's what's keeping the engine running, and we really believe that great things are going to happen in the future through Eleview, and we're just really excited about the future. So thank you for giving me this opportunity this morning, and I'll pass it on to the next one. Thank you so much, Tarsha.
Thank you, Michael. That was incredible. And a huge congratulations to the Eleview team. This platform, it truly democratizes advertising and it's a game changer. Good luck on getting your 50 businesses on the platform, in the near future. And this is just our first launch. From the world of ad tech, we now move to the booming creator economy. I'm thrilled to introduce the team lead for our next major launch, Hyperbuds.
Hi, good day, everyone. Good day, everyone. My name is Tito, and I'm the representative for Team Hyperboards. So before I go into my presentation fully, I want to firstly appreciate the able team and the committee the, for putting this together and giving us the opportunity to showcase our platform so far. I really appreciate you all. And I also want to appreciate the culture, getting to meet and collaborate with people from different walks of life, different cultures, religions, way of life. It's nothing but short but amazing. I'm sorry I can't share my screen right. I mean, show you guys my face right now because some of you might be wondering who is he speaking. I'm currently actually late into the night here in Africa, so I can't show my face. But let's dive right into what we have for you all today. So, starting with the first news saying here is the question. Quick question: what if creators could find their perfect collaborators, not through luck but through data? In the creator economy today, one of the biggest issues, which I will also talk on in my presentation, is finding people to collaborate with. Most when you talk of the creators economy, the idea that comes to most people is working with collaborating with big brands and getting to work with them, getting monetized and all of that. But I would expatiate more on that anyways. So let's dive right into it fully. So every day, no, the previous slide, please. The question, opening question, opening question. Yeah, thank you. So, like I asked earlier, what if creators could find their perfect collaborators, not through luck, but through data? Every day, millions of creators, influencers, streamers, musicians, yeah, podcasters, and models struggle to grow their audience. Some struggle to build partnerships or even monetize their talents. They spend hours scrolling DMing, and hoping for the right correction. Despite the 250 billion creators economy, there's still no smart way for creators to find or collaborate with each other. That's one of the biggest problems in the creator economy, collaboration. Despite the fact that there's a lot of money going around, people still find it difficult to find people to collaborate with, to expand your reach, expand the horizon, get to leverage opportunities, hop on trends is still a very big issue. So now the big problem here, I showed you, one of the big problems that of the creator economy that which creators fight alone is number one, fragmentation. As you could see here, tools are scattered. You have one app for streaming, another for chat, another for analytics, nothing to connect. Most collaborators, they only have platforms for streaming, but to actually network, connect with fellow collaborators who also do the kind of things you do, showcase the kind of content you show, or deal in the particular niche you are dealing with, most of them you really find platforms that encourage such. Rather, it's most platforms are focused more on brands fighting collaborators. So this is one of the biggest problems of most content creators, fragmentation, not having efficient tools to promote effective collaborations among collaborators. Then the next one is manual networking. This is one of the I for one too, I also face this problem, and I believe everyone also faces it. That's manual networking. Collaborations happen by chance through either comments or random outreach. Finding the right person to collaborate with, especially in this content creation era, is always a very big problem. Trying to know, okay, who can I collaborate with? Trying to know, okay, does this person fit into my niche? Does this person actually speak to my kind of audience? Is always a problem. You end up doom scrolling over social media. You end up trying to send messages, send outreach, and all. And at the end of the day, you're wasting time, you're wasting opportunities, and you're wasting opportunities to actually make money as a creator. So this is one of the big problems that most creators face, manual networking. Then also limited monetization. Even when creators connect, there's no structured way to earn together or share value. As a result, growth becomes slow, opportunities are lost, and creators remain isolated, each fighting the algorithm alone. This is one of the biggest problems. Even though you find someone to collaborate with, there's no proper structure in place to monetize such collaborations. You guys have to either go through the manual way of agreeing on contracts or agreeing on a percentage and all. And sometimes it works, but most of the time it doesn't, because it can happen. You collaborate with someone today, you guys agree that okay, if we reach this particular threshold, this is the percentage, and one can decide to act all funny and take all the share for themselves. But with Hyperboard, we're here to deliver a solution to that. So the next slide, please. So yeah, we're introducing to you Hyperboards. Now, what is Hyperboards in essence? Hyperboard is an AI matchmaker for the creator economy. You can simply call it like it's just like the Tinder of content creation. But let me explain. Hyperbots is an AI platform that connects live creators, influencers, models instantly based on compatibilities and audience synergy. Our goal is simple: make collaboration easy, data-driven, and profitable. So instead of going through the manual order of trying to find who can I collaborate with, is this person the right match? Is this person the right person to work with? We've built in an AI system that helps you do the heavy lifting, in the sense that the AI system itself helps you to do analysis of potential collaborators. Don't worry, I'm going to explain on that. Analyzes potential creators, checks their audience, checks the kind of content that their audience enjoy, and shows you compatibility. The compatibility is what we call the risk score. Shows you the compatibility to know, for you to know if this person is the right match or not. So please kindly play the video there, the YouTube video, so everyone can actually understand what I'm saying.
Good day, everyone. My name is Esther, and I'll be presenting for Hyperbuds. This is the dashboard. Once the user signs in, they get to the dashboard and click on Get Started to have access to their profile, which shows the total number of followers they have on their social media, their engagement rate, risk score, and content niche.
Now, let me explain further on that. So when you just log in into Hyperbots, no, the previous slide, please. We'll get there. We'll get there. When you just log into Hyperbots, you input your social media details for Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch. Now, the AI platform itself does the analysis. It's going to help you in analyzing your social media pages, see the kind of followers you have, the kind of content they enjoy, what your study your engagement rates. Once it does that, for other users as well, it does the same thing too. And when you log into the profile, it shows you potential people that you can collaborate with a percentage indicating, let's say, for example, I'm an educator. I create content, educational related content, and I'm looking for someone to collaborate with in the education niche. And I log into Hyperboards. I use Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch, for example. Those are the social media outlets I use. Now, the AI matchmaker does the analysis, analyzes my platforms to know the kind of audience I have, and helps you analyze. Say, for example, it analyzes other people in the same niche and comes across Tasha, for example. Tasha does the same thing I do. It seems it's the Hyperboard sends me notifications that Tasha is a good match because we have both audience synergy. She does the same kind of content I do, and we are the best. It shows us the compatibility of an effective collaboration through a rating, be it 90, 80, or 100%. Now, move to the next slide, please. The next slide. Thank you. So now, play the video for everyone to understand.
This is a vital part of the AI match, which shows the social media performance, and users can refresh or recalculate. So it shows the score breakdown based on engagement, growth, collaboration, and quality. And we also have the risk score leaderboard. Users can check how they rank based on their risk score and also see how the risk scores are ranked.
Thank you very much, Esther. So, like I said earlier, it all starts with smart discovery. One of the most exciting features we have introduced on our platform is the risk score. This is our proprietary compatibility and trust metric that helps creators, find their perfect match. And Esther has helped us in explaining that. So the risk score is a proprietary AI. It is the core of Hyperboard itself. It's the one that helps us in doing the analysis. It's the one that helps us in doing the heavy lifting of trying to find who is more compatible in terms of working, in terms of collaborations. Probably you want to collaborate on an education content, or you want to collaborate on a music content, or whatever kind of content you create as a content creator. The risk score, which is the core of Hyperboard, is the AI platform you've built in it that does that heavy lifting. It helps you in doing the analysis and shows you compatibility and profitability at the same time. So let's move on to the next slide, please. So, thank you. So I would love for you to play the YouTube video, please. So Esther explains
Also,
and
we
how you
have
continue
the
from
AI
there. Thank you.
matches, which the user clicks on Get Match, and they get the AI match based on their profile, the niche, and also the risk score. We have mock data for now based on the limitations mentioned earlier. And then the user can decide to start collab, which sends a notification to the other user which was recommended, and then you can view the cards to see the niche match, the audience overlap, the engagement style, and the risk score compatibility.
Thank you very much, Esther. As you can see, this replaces random scrolling with data-driven matching. This replaces random scrolling with data-driven matching. Now that you have found your match, the risk score helps you in doing. Sorry, is my network breaking? Can everyone hear me, please?
Yes, you're okay.
Okay, good. So as Esther has explained, the risk score helps in doing the heavy lifting. It does the analysis, like I said earlier, does the analysis, tells you who is more compatible, and shows you who you're more likely to collaborate with, gives you different collaborators in your niche. Then you now decide, you make the final decision of, okay, I want to collaborate with this person. Okay, this is the compatibility score. Okay, I want to collaborate with this person and all. So let's move on. Next slide, please. Now, what makes us different? Why is Hyperbots so different from every other content creation platforms that we know? Now, this is what makes us different. While other platforms help brands find creators, I mean, most platforms we know, this is what they do. They help the big brands find creators who produce content related to their services or whatever it is they sell or offer. Hyperboards helps creators find each other. Competitors are built for brand campaigns. For example, we are the first of our kind built for peer-to-peer collaboration, combining AI matchmaking with tools creators actually need. What I'm trying to say in essence is most competitors, like I said earlier, they help brands find creators like Green, Aspire, Creator IQ. Most of their focus are brand to creators. And one big limitation is most of them are campaign based and not through peer-to-peer connections. But with Hyperbots, we focus on creator to creator. And as I explained earlier, we have the AI matchmaker that does the helps you in terms of live collaboration, does the analysis, tells you who you're more compatible with, and also helps you in showing you how you can monetize whatever collaborations you have. So instead of the normal struggle of seeing content creation as a solo grind, Hyperbot makes you see it as a journey, that as a collaborative journey. It helps you it shows you potential people you can work with in your journey as a content creator, and it helps you grow fast. Unlike other competitors whose main focus are brands. So, and especially for content creators who are just coming up, you're just left in the ditch. You find it difficult to grow. You find it difficult to grow your audience. You find it difficult to collaborate. Hyperbot helps in changing all that. You find potential collaborators, work together, scale through, and build an online presence. So let's move on to the next slide, please. Okay. So our traction so far. So right now, our MVP is functional. We have our onboarding, matchmaking, and social data sync. We've all completed that. For onboarding, yes, we're looking at onboarding our early users. Currently, we've built a wait list, and we're targeting 100 users. We're almost reaching that figure already soon for them to help us in test running everything we've done so far. The matchmaking is fully functional. It works perfectly. And the social data sync, yes, once you impute your social media handles on Hyperboard, you leave the rest to the risk score. The risk score helps you in doing the compatibility and checking out the rest to see who you're more compatible with. Then core algorithm risk score is fully implemented, like I said earlier. Social integration, already explained. And then secure payments. Yes, use Stripe integrations ready for transactions anytime, anywhere. As soon as you're ready to start collaborating and you want to monetize your collaborations, we have the Stripe integration there for you. We have Stripe to help you do all of that. Now, our immediate focus is to complete a full-scale API integrations. Moving off Rapid API. Currently, we are using Rapid API. Why are we using Rapid API? We noticed that getting APIs from Twitch, TikTok, and Twitter takes a month plus. Yes, it takes that long, sometimes 30 or even longer, and they come with certain fees. So instead of us actually waiting on them to get APIs, we decided to use Rapid API. But once we are able to get funding, we're looking at getting funding and also scaling up. We're going to look into seeing how we can go premium. We're using the free tier API from Rapid API. We're going to purchase the premium and properly integrate everything so everything works well and good for our users. Then also, as I said, due to the Rapid API, we are kind of limited for now. But this time around, we're looking at unlocking full live sync functionality and advanced analytics. This is already working actually. The full live sync functionality and advanced analytics, it's working perfectly. But we're looking at unlocking its full potentials with good working APIs. Then also, we are looking to launch a public beta and grow a waitlist. Or like I said already, we already have a waitlist already. We're targeting over 100 users and we're already reaching that threshold. And hopefully, we're looking at anyone who's also interested in joining us. We're going to show you the QR code after the presentation so you can scan and join us later. Then lastly, we're looking at
Sorry,
securing strategic partners.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Tito. We actually have to end like very quickly. So if you could bring this to a quick close and we can revisit in the question and answer part of the session.
If
No
we meet
problem. I will do so.
actual app, Tito, with the time we have left, I would like to see the application, please.
Okay. Okay. We almost done. I think I've showed the app already in the two previous YouTube videos, but since time is of the essence here, what we can do, I'm coming please. Probably during the Q&A session, I will show you. We're going to show you a full video for you to sort of go through the app. I've already shown the app already, and I'm literally done with my presentation for now. Since time is not on our side anymore. Let me just brush through everything we have, the remaining. So, please, the next slide. Sorry, just quickly. We just have 2 more slides left. Thank you. So, the 250 billion economy. So right now, for the 480 billion projected value of the creators economy by 2027 is actually 480 billion, and this is not a trend. Of course, it's the future projection. And we have 200 million active creators worldwide, with 70% of them citing the biggest pain point is finding collaborators, like we made mention. So now, like I said, this is how Hyperboard comes in. We are the bridge in that. We are the ones who are going to provide the services, and we're the ones leading this first revolutionary solution in helping people pair up in this content creation journey. So instead of seeing it as a solo grind, we make content creation a whole lot easier for you as a creator. So our business model for transaction fees, we have simple, small, transparent percentage on every paid collaborations or marketplace. We have subscription plans, premium pro features for advanced analytics, unlimited matches, and priority live tools. And then partnerships, branded collaborations, sponsored creators programs, and AI partnerships. So our vision is to become the #1 destination for creators to connect, collaborate, and monetize. The social graph for live creators in the world. So please kindly show them our QR code.
The what?
So if you're willing, yes, the QR code.
I'm sorry, guys. Yes, we can
Here
show
we
this.
go. No, it's okay. Let's let him finish up.
Okay.
Yeah, we're almost done already. Don't worry, Tasha, we're almost done. So this is just for anyone who is interested in joining our wait list. So that once we're live, you can help us in testing our products, and we're good to go. So lastly, the last slide, please. The last slide. Thank you. So creators don't grow alone; they grow together, and that's what Hyperbot is here to do. Hyperbot makes that possible. Instead of you battling the hurdle of trying to navigate the whole content creation thing on your own, Hyperbot helps you in making that journey a whole lot easier by finding the right peer-to-peer partnerships and collaborations. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tito, and sorry about the time thing, but I do appreciate all of the in-depth information that you provided, and I can't wait until the question and answer session so that we can get even deeper into the information that you wanted to show and get to see the app. So thank you. As for everybody else, now we've seen two exemplary ventures back to back, two incredible launches.
CEO and founder of VFXP. So, can you please move forward to the next slide? We have a demo video of our application of VFXP that you can clearly understand what we are going to do. So please, Calvin, please play the video.
Today I'll be showing you how the workflow operates. The user will start by uploading a video file. Then the user will select the type of genre the video file is. We have a wide range of different types of video genres for the user to pick from. For my video, I'll be selecting motivational and inspirational.
I think everyone should rush to make 5 or 10,000 or 15,000 a month. I think
As you can see, this is my raw footage and I want to get it enhanced. So now I'll select Start AI Editing. Here's where our AI magic happens. Our AI will analyze your video and decipher what effects need to be applied. Then, once it figures it out, it will then apply those effects. There we go. As you can see in the chat, it applied 4 AI enhancements. It applied auto trim silence, subtitles, enhanced audio, and a cinematic color grading. Now if you go in the effects tab, you can see all of the effects in the applied effects section. The user will also have the chance to add more effects, either using our effect library here or our AI assistant in the chat box.
I think everyone should rush to make 5 or 10,000 or 15,000 a month. I think that's a very like even 18-year-olds or 19-year-olds, that should be an aspirational thing.
All right, was that it?
No, we have speakers like Shivam. Shivam, are you with us?
Yes, Zubair.
Yeah, please go ahead, bro.
Yeah, Ashish. Do we have Ashish?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, Ashish, you can take up these things afterwards.
Give me 1 second.
Okay. Okay, no worries. I can go with it. So guys, here you can see that the editing shouldn't take longer than filming. So what our agenda would be like, the person who has, zero knowledge about the technical, the functionality of the video, how to edit and all the stuff. So what we do actually, we simplify the solution for them. Just what he has to do, like, upload the video and we can do the all those things like editing, image, enhancing the videos, all those stuff and make it to the better one. So can you go to the next slide? Yeah, so here you can see the high cost of the content. So 50% time lost. So what once took a 4 hours now takes a 2 within a VFXB. So doubling the creativity and output. So and the going for the cost increasement. So 20% cost increase. So expensive plugins and the complex softwares add unnecessary cost for the creators. And going further, the last one, so steep learning curves. So professional tools are powerful but require months to master. So slowing down the production. So here are the problems you can see. And can you go with the other slide? Yeah, so what the solution we are providing here, like you can see that the smart removal, so seamlessly remove unwanted object with object-aware AI. So we are using the AI models so that you can enhance your video, like, removing the background stuff and enhancing the voice quality, all those things. And coming to the auto editing, so generate completing rough cuts, so with intelligent scenes detection in seconds. So like say that you have 2 minutes of video. So if you want to, upload on a TikTok or Instagram, make it to the 15 seconds and the best part of the video. Like coming to the third one, cinematic color. So apply professional grade color with one click powered by neural networks. So again, we have the AI models for that add up the colors and, boost the video quality and make good quality of the video. Go for the other slide. Yeah, so simple, powerful, and fast. The old way was the complex interface, hour of manual work, and steep learning curves. Now we have the new WaveXB, so which is the AI-powered automation, accessible design, professional results in minutes. Can we go the next slide? Momentum and traction. So we have the 2000 plus waiting list, like a growing list of excited creators ready to use our platform from day one. And premium model, we have the zero friction access, lets anyone experience our powerful tools risk free. And premium subscription, we are uh, offering up like targeting top creators with exclusive features and unlocking deeper values. So if I talk about the market opportunity, so we have $42 billion of a market by 2033 and 32% compound annual growth rate and 50 million plus target creator with proven engagement. So you can see that the creator things gonna be boom up in coming years. Can you go with the next slide? So the thing is that the VFXP mode too, like why we win. So the creator sweet spots. So we combine accessibility with pro grade power, a unique position no competitor occupies, and AI powered, not AI sprinkled. So AI isn't just an effect, it's our core architecture, making the entire workflow smarter. Also, the creator first design. So we are not for the Hollywood studios or casual phone users. So we are purpose built for the creators. Can we go with the next slide? Yeah, giving creator back their most precious resources, which is the time. Now, can we go with the next slide? So who builds the future of editing? That's the VFXB.
I believe
So
Ashish had something. Ashish, you wanted to add something?
yeah, Ashish.
Yeah, I was supposed to add some of the slides that you went over, so I think you already covered it. Like the market and stuff, I was gonna say something, but I think you covered it.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Thank you. What do you expect the go-to-market time would be for the product?
We are thinking like by the end of this year, we're going to launch it or get it into the market. That's our projected time, I believe.
So what we saw today was a demo of the first features that are going to be used by developers and new users, or what's the story with that?
Basically, like most of the features that you saw in the demo video, that's what's going to be shown in our product. So yeah, most of them.
Oh, sounds really
And
amazing.
it will be very convenient to use person. We are like ready to go with those features in life. We are ready to go with the demos, publishing our application, what the stage we have now. We are going to deploy our VFXV in this week. So that was we are already shows in the video that what the functionality we have, we are going to launch. That is our demos, basically.
Thank you so much. And with respect to time, I want to go ahead and move forward. We have one more venture that I want to give some time to shine. Will a representative from Glix, the team lead, come forward and give us an idea of what's going on over there?
Yeah, so everyone, I'm Adi Basfar. I'm from Team Clicks. I'm a full stack engineer and I'm also acting as the team lead of Clicks. Okay, imagine you are a freelancer, a freelance designer working overseas. You just completed a project on a freelancing platform and received $2,000. But here's the problem. To actually use that money, you need to move it through Stripe, then maybe through PayPal, and finally to your local bank. Each transfer takes a bite, 3% here, 5% there. By the time your money reaches you, you have lost $150 or more, as you can see on the slide. That's a week's worth of groceries. That's rent money. That's the hidden tax that freelancers and remote workers pay every single day. This is the problem Glitch solves. The global payment ecosystem is fundamentally broken. We live in a 3 trillion cross-border payment market, but it's completely fragmented. Freelancers, remote workers, and millions of people sending remittances home and are trapped between platforms that don't talk to each other. Stripe, PayPal, Payoneer, Wise, dozens of others. Here's what the fragments cost. As you can see on the slide, the average freelancers loses around 8 to 12% of their income just moving money. A remote workers earning $50,000 a year loses up to $6,000 in fees alone. And for the 200 million migrant workers sending remittances home, these fees compound to billions of dollars extracted from people who can least afford it. And it's not just about fees. It's about time, multiple logins, multiple conversations, days waiting for transfers. The frictions is enormous, and nobody has solved it because everyone is building walled gardens instead of bridges. Next slide, please. Clicks is the universal payment connecting platform. Think of as the plate of payments, but instead of just reading data, we enable seamless direct transfers across any payment platforms. Next slide. Here's how it works. One login, one interface, and any platform. You connect your Stripe, your Wise, your PayPal, whatever you use. When you need to move money, you don't navigate three different apps. You open clicks, select where the money is and where it needs to go. And we find the optimal route with the lowest fees. Our platform does not just connect accounts. We optimize the entire transfer path. If moving money from Stripe to a local bank is cheaper through Wise than going directly, we route it that way automatically. We are not another payment processor. We are the infrastructure layer that makes all payment processors work together. The results? Fees reduced by 40 to 65% compared to the traditional routes. Transfer that used to take days now complete in hours. Next slide. We are not pitching a concept. We are demonstrating a working product. Our web prototype is live right now. It shows exactly how users experience clicks, connecting to their payment accounts, viewing balances across platforms in one dashboard, and initiating transfers with complete fees transparency. Our mobile prototype app is almost completed, and we are trying to get it live very soon. That matters because 73% of payment activity happens on our mobile. Our mobile experience brings the same seamless connectivity to where users actually are. These prototypes validate something crucial, product market fit. We have shown this interface to freelancers, remote workers, and families. The response is universal. Where has this been? Next slide. The number tell the story. The cross-border payment market is $3 trillion. The remote work revolution has created 35 million digital nomads and freelancers. And the remittance economy is 200 million migrant workers sending 700 billion home annually, losing 40 billion to fees. But here's the key insight. We are not competing for a slice of the payment processing pie. We're creating an entire new category. We are infrastructure. Every freelancers, every remote workers becomes a potential Glix user alongside Wise payment, not instead of them. Next slide. So what makes a Glix defensible? First, network effects. Every platform we integrate makes Glix more valuable to users, and every users makes us more valuable to platforms. Second, we are solving a problem incumbents can't. PayPal has no incentives to help you move money to Wise more efficiently. We are the Switzerland of payments, neutral, trusted, connecting everyone. Third, we serve corridors that others can't. The designer in Bangladesh, the developer in Philippines. These are massive markets, undeserved by existing solutions. Next slide. Glix becomes the essential layer between fragment payment system. You don't think about which platform your money is or any on anymore. You just use Glix. It's like how you don't think about which server your emails are stored on. Gmail handles it. Glix handles the complexity. Last slide. Every day that passes, freelancers loses fees that they can't afford. Remote workers wrestles with 5 different apps. Families pay 7% to send money home. We have built a solution. We have validated it works. Now we are ready to scale. Question isn't where the problem is solving. The question is who builds the bridge. That's what Glix is, and that's what we are here to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Adib, so much for that valuable information. So you have seen some of the mysteries going on here at EVU, and I hope you all are proud of what you've done. I hope you're excited to see the growth that we're going to have in the near future. And at this time, I would like to bring our leads back to the table so that we can give the group some time to ask questions and get some answers. Mark Noble, Mark Glicksman, Alex Velicides, and the leads from Eleview, Hyperbuds, VFXB, and Glix. If you could please come back, we're going to move into the question and answer point of this call. And we're going to have Coleman Greenfield present the questions that some have submitted to him already. Coleman
Sure,
is
sounds great. Let's get everyone here. Maybe some people who didn't introduce themselves can introduce themselves before we start. Maybe we can start with Corey.
Hello, everyone. I'm Corey Wood, Strategic Operations for Evil. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys today. The feature presentations were all very good. And look forward to any questions that anyone has by way of strategic operations. But yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. If anyone has any questions for me, I'm here for it.
Corey. If there's anybody else that would like to introduce themselves, this would be a good time to do it. Otherwise, Coleman, you can move forward with the question. So much.
Thank you. So I'll start off with a question we got for Glix. What is your revenue model and how does Glix make money?
Yeah, so we have the transparent fee per transaction model, while traditional route charges around 8 to 12% in combined fees. We will charge it flat 4 to 5% on transfers. Users will save 40 to 65% compared to existing routes, and we will still capture meaningful revenue on every transaction. As we scale and negotiate bulk API rates with payment platforms, our margins will improve and we can pass additional savings to users. We are also exploring premium tiers for high volume users and business accounts. Thank you.
Thank you. So you mentioned 40 to 65% fee reduction. Could you walk us through the specific examples? Do you need to partner with PayPal or with Stripe or any of these companies to make that happen? Or could you do it without them?
Absolutely. Take a freelancer moving $2,000 from Stripe to a local bank in, let's say, Philippines. Stripe charges 2% to withdraw to a US bank. That's $40. International wire transfer costs $35 to $50. Receiving bank takes 3 to 5%. That's $60 to $100. Total is around $135 to $190 in loss, or about 7 to 9% roughly. But through Glix, we route through optimal platforms like Wise APIs, which specializes in low-cost international transfers and charges our 4 to 5% platform fee on the total transaction. So the total fee is approximately $80 to $100 or 4 or 5%. Instead of losing $135 to $190, the freelancers pays a reasonable amount.
What's the marketing plan to get this in front of creators so they'll know that this is a new and much more affordable financial platform?
Yeah, so we are actually trying to get partnered up with a bank. And then we are also gonna do some marketing of our own. So like basically let's so we are gonna connect with freelancing platforms like Upwork or Fivers, so the freelancers get word of mouth momentum for us as well.
Got it. Thank you.
The next question I have is for all of you. You said you're starting with professional only. Why not direct peer-to-peer? Why
Yeah,
start with the 50 professional companies first?
yeah, I think the main reason is for trust and also to be efficient with our capital. When it comes to trust, if our escrow system fails with a $200 backpack ad, that's one thing. But if it fails with a $200,000 billboard campaign, that's pretty catastrophic for the business. So we really want to prove our infrastructure, that it works with high stakes and high volume transactions before we scale to millions of small transactions. As far as capital efficiency, professional advertisers have bigger budgets and established workflows. We can generate meaningful GMV faster, which funds our growth into phase two without burning millions in VC cash. We're really following like an Airbnb style playbook. They started with air mattresses, but they scaled by focusing on professional hosts first. You're muted right now, Coleman.
I think someone asked this also for the previous venture, but what is your customer acquisition plan for this?
Yeah, we're going to be doing a direct B2B outreach. I'm personally reaching out to ad agencies, billboard operators, and brands in Southern California. And our pitch is really simple. We're giving you the same inventory that you're accessing through brokers, but instead of having a 40% broker fee, we're offering it for a mere 10% fee. And basically we're offering instant booking instead of having weeks of negotiation. So for agencies, I think this is really a no-brainer, right? They save their clients 30 to 40% immediately. For billboard owners, they earn 31% more per booking. And once we have 10 to 15 professional customers, word of mouth in that very tight out-of-home industry is going to drive organic growth. And I think that's going to launch us directly into phase two.
You say you're going to go for the mass market of advertising. What prevents big companies from doing this themselves?
Yeah, I don't think they will. It's the classic innovator's dilemma. They make 30 to 40% margins today. If they launch a 10% platform, they're gonna eat up their own business. Traditional brokers are built on relationships, exclusive contracts, and manual sales. So building a tech platform requires a completely different DNA than what they're used to and what's actually beneficial for their business models. And we've seen this in every industry, right? Marriott didn't build Airbnb, Hertz didn't build Uber, Barnes and Noble didn't build Amazon. Their incumbents are rarely going to disrupt themselves. That's really our opening, and that's what we're moving fast to own before a competitor can emerge into it.
Okay, I have one last fun question for you, it seems. Someone's asking, are you starting a round of funding, and what are you going to be using it for?
Yeah, we're raising between $300,000 to $500,000 to execute our 18-month phase one plan. Really, the breakdown of that is 40% is going to go towards customer acquisition. That's going to be boots on the ground, sales, conferences, industry partnerships. Another 30% would be for product development, so mobile apps, advanced analytics, fraud detection, AI. 20% would be towards operations. So that would be legal, accounting, customer support, infrastructure. Another 10% for the runway, which would be founder salary contingency. That's going to get us hopefully up to approximately 500 bookings per month, and 50,000 monthly GMV by month 18. So.
Okay. Now this is a request. Someone asked if Hyperbuds can show a little bit more of their platform for us to see if you have anything to show us. Is that possible? Can we see the platform live itself? And until we can see if that's possible, let's see some questions that came in for VFXB. Okay. How is this different than Sora? or nano banana with video capabilities? Or what prevents big companies from just doing this in a minute and taking over the big AI
Uh,
for VFXB?
the thing is that this is like very easier thing. Like by using Sora, you just have to generate the video. You can't even edit your own video or something like that. You just have to able to edit, generate the video which is not available in the world. You just have to make your own universe, something like that. But the VFX way is now for like the creators who are like making content in the social medias, who want to edit videos, who don't want to learn edit videos. They just need to like give the prompt, and like the all over the video editings will be appear from the AI. Like whose peoples are like making a day life vlogs videos, like half an hour, 15 minutes, 16 minutes. They just have to give a prompt like skip my last video, and then add a background music, and then capture the most important scenes in the video, and then our AI will be able to edit this video. But when you goes to Sora just have to able to just generate a video and then make something like bunch of 60 seconds of video. But we are able to edit the loss of more than half an hour video, and then generate the thing that what the creator needs.
Wow. So you're saying you can actually edit a full length, like say Hollywood sort of video soon.
Yeah, the like the image generation part, like the effects, movie effects, something like that. Like you are liking the effect from the open humor, the open humor thing. You just have to say like implement the open humor live or movie effect on my video. Our AI will be adding the open humor video effect on your own video. That is the thing where you need to give to the make it happen like bunch of dollar to the editor, but you can make it happen with VFXP.
See, wow, that sounds amazing.
Zubair,
Yeah.
you're familiar with what B-roll is, right? When you're making a video and, social media influencers do this all the time. There'll be, the talking head, but then there'll be some kind of video of something, does your platform have the ability to generate B-roll as well?
Yeah, we have both, because of like we are the superpower of the video editing part. We can like generate the video, we can edit the video, but the thing in the content in the video segment, all of the things in content in the VFX suite. If you're thinking in the video editing or generating section, you have to think about VFX suite at first.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Coleman, do you have any more questions to give out for us?
Well, I don't, I do have more questions, but I chose just a few. If there's any questions to the C-level people who were not presenting, I would love to get those in now. And in the meantime, while we're collecting those, we got in the video from Hyperbuds. So let me present that to you guys.
Good day, everyone. My name is Esther, and I'll be presenting for Hyperbuds. This is the dashboard. Once the user signs in, they get to the dashboard and click on Get Started to have access to their profile, which shows the total number of followers they have on their social media, their engagement rate, risk score, and content niche. We also have the social media platforms, and we also have the platform performance, which they can click on to check the platform analytics based on the social medias that they've inputted during registration. And then we also have the risk score. This is a vital part of the AI match, which shows the social media performance, and users can refresh or recalculate. So it shows the score breakdown based on engagement, growth, collaboration, and quality. And we also have the risk score leaderboard. Users can check how they rank based on their risk score and also see how the risk scores are ranked. Also, we have the AI matches, which the user clicks on Get Match, and they get the AI match based on their profile, the niche, and also the risk score. We have mock data for now based on the limitations mentioned earlier. And then the user can decide to start collab, which sends a notification to the other user which was recommended, and then you can view the cards to see the niche match, the audience overlap, the engagement style, and the risk score compatibility. We also created a feature where users can select preferences. So they get to select what they want. So they can select the collaboration type, whether it's live stream, duet, challenge, their preferred audience size, the location. So we have location from all over the world, and also the preferred niches, let's say whether tech or beauty or gaming, then the maximum distance and content frequency. They save these preferences and the AI analyzes these preferences and suggests match based on that. We also have the collaborations page, which shows the users that have accepted to collab, which then you can message and move on to collaborating. We also have other features like the messaging feature, which shows which users can message each other in order to collaborate and whatever they want. And we also have the subscription page where they can make payments. So we have the basic, the premium, and the enterprise. Thank you so much for listening.
Okay, here's the question we got. How many ventures are there in EVU?
It's very fair to say that they are at varying degrees of progress and completion. So we have tiered them. So those that are closest to launch are in one category, and then there's a second core category. So there's 3 at the very top. There's another 7, and it goes from there. So they're not. We don't have 50 ready to present at the showcase just yet, but we have some that are Cyberly and others that are cheaper, that are very, very close to getting to the point where they'll be ready for our next showcase in 3 months. And the hope is that the ones that we have presented today will have already launched in that time period. And that will be our systems pretty much going forward, is to launch a few, then move the next 3 up into the staging area, help support the ones that have launched, and just keep moving through the ecosystem of the various different ventures.
I know you all wanted to leave. I have just one last question. I have to put this one through. Alex, for Alex Valasidis, thank you so much for coming and joining us today, first of all. Really appreciate it. And this is a question from internally from EVU. People are asking, after seeing what we do here, how do you think, what is the most important thing we can take from this day for the future to make ourselves more sale ready, more ready to do sales,
Okay, so let me say 2 things that I would like to say from the bottom of my heart, right? So it's amazing what you guys are doing. I would say, because at the end of the line, we want to make money, right? We want to sell those solutions and we want to start making money. That is the idea. So the one thing is that there needs to be clarity on the message. I'm not so super technical, so in some presentations I was lost, right? So you need to think that make it it's called idiot proof. Make it for people easy to understand, and go straight to the point so that attract the attention immediately. That is one thing. Secondly, choose with whom you would like to speak. Where do you want to sell your solution? And go ahead and call them directly. That would be my advice.
Wow, thank you.
Great advice, Alex.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. And as we have come to the end of the time we have allotted, I want to say this was an incredible call that we were on. A huge thank you to all of our visionary speakers, our special guest, Mr. Alex Velasides, and to all the venture teams who shared their work today, not just the team leads, but the teams, every single person that contributes even a moment of their time to moving us forward and building a strong, structured company. You are appreciated, you are seen, and we value everything that you contribute to EVU. Today we saw the official launches of Eleview and Hyperbuds. Want to give a big round of applause for them. Good job. These two companies are going to change their industry. So congratulations. Super excited for you. We have Coleman, could you put the link in the chat? If you want to follow up and keep track of where we're going, you can follow us at evu.com//events. That way you can keep track of us. And this showcase, keep in mind, was just a small glimpse of into the future of what we're building at Evu. So to follow us on our journey again, evu.com/events. And from all of us here, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day.